What's up everybody, Flick here, and so soon after the last Let's Look At, I'm actually doing another one. I got asked by the developer of BloodLust Shadowhunt to take a look at the newest version of the demo released for it. It came out on the 23rd, I'm guessing. It's a vampire themed RPG, and we'll just get straight into it while I talk a bit about it. So it's made in the Unreal Engine. It is an early demo still, it's in early development. And here we have two breeds. We have Vampire and Dampier, which is half vampire, I believe. Yes, half human. We have male and female, obviously. 3 classes, I believe. I tried Warrior once already. I played through the demo once. It's pretty lengthy, actually. It's about 2 hours long. If you don't get stumped by the puzzles, maybe it'll take a bit less time than that. So we also have Witch, which is the magic one. And then we have Criminal, the criminal class. I suppose it is a class, really. So they're your thief, essentially. Good with dexterity, lockpicking, daggers, that kind of thing. Now, I already tried playing as the warrior, so I don't usually play as mage type, so let's do that. So they start with Vampire's Gaze, Bite, and Firecraft. Interesting. So you've got to manage your thirst in the game as well by drinking blood, because you're a vampire. And let's put some extra skills into determines magic power. We'll put a couple into that. Maybe 1 into health. And that's for talent points. Persuasion. I always like having a little bit of persuasion there to get some special dialogue options. Character, let's just call it Flick. And we will get straight into this. I'm not going to show the whole... Oh, okay, my other character was also called Flick. Flick 2. Nope, can I not put in Flick 2? No. Flick with a C. Yeah, so I'm not going to show the whole demo like with Chasm recently, because you kind of have to play it for yourself as well. So the story, as I understand it, is you're a fledgling vampire with amnesia who gets rudely awoken, as you'll see in a second, and you have to find your way out of the ruins, which is the crux of what the demo is about. It's got heavy kind of D&D style random dice rolls going on in the background, metaphorically speaking, like your lockpicking skill against the lockpicking skill of the thing you're trying to open, for example. You may also notice that there's some V-sync issues during this intro scene. It only seems to happen during the intro, or at least that prevalently anyway. Oh, I think he's just set off a trap, and he got burnt alive. So among other information in the information box below, I'll put a link to where you can get this demo as well. It's also trying to get on Steam Greenlight, so that'll be there as well. And the developer also has a YouTube channel, so I'm sure I'll put that down below as well. So this is our crypt. I think vampires are still in at the moment, but for all the wrong reasons.
The early evening's dusk fades from view as a new moon
So let's ignore those girly movies.
Your memory is probably very weak, since it's been many years of deep slumber from the embrace. But with each new bloodline, you will grow stronger. Meet me at the tattoo shop back in town. I will explain everything there. I've asked Varric to watch over you through these long years. Seek him out should you need any guidance from the ruins.
So as might be obvious, the game is pretty atmospheric. I like the haunting music, and oh yes, so even though I've already played through it once before, for your benefit and for mine, I'm going to keep tutorial mode on. It does a good job explaining things for you, but also still letting you explore a little bit. Oh yes, so zoom in with the mouse, yep. Keep an eye out for flashing, yep. Close that one. So there's our character. Quite young looking for a vampire. Ah, okay, so how do you want to move the camera? I want to move it... I don't like having to hold right mouse, but I'll try it. Toggle between the 2 modes, so there's free mode, I have to hold right mouse button. No, I prefer just having total free movement, so I will press F1 to close on that. There's a haunting face in the background there. And I'm also glad that all the quick keys are as you would expect. So if I press the C button, I expect to see my character sheet, which I do. If I press I want to see my inventory, which I do. I hate when games try and mess with the system. And I believe K is usually your skills. Yep, there we go. And we also have a point to spend straight away. Now, this is a different set of skills than when I played through as the warrior. So let me have a look here. Summon spiders, alchemy. It doesn't have a lot of access there. Summon spiders to attack. Not a fan of spiders, but you know, we'll give it a go because I had a summon crow skill on my warrior and it was saving my life hundreds of times. So do we have a basic attack? Yes we do, we've got a knife. Number 1 is our bite skill, number 2 is firecraft. Okay, so it's our nuke. And 3 is Scryer's Gaze, I believe. So I will be quiet again while we talk to Varuk.
Welcome, fledgling. How was your sleep?
So here we have multiple choice. It doesn't seem to really matter, but let's see. Did you say something? No, you couldn't have.
My name is Beddock. I am the caretaker here in the ruins.
My character won't let it drop. Why are you talking, or how are you talking?
I can see you are a little confused, no? Quite normal in these circumstances. Side effects from the bite, perhaps. You are no longer mortal, I'm afraid. Your blood has been tainted with the bite from a night feeder.
Is night feeder just a fancy term for vampire?
Not exactly yet. Only a fledgling, but on your way. You will need to feed and grow your bloodline if you are to survive here in the ruins.
I'll cut this short slightly, hopefully. There we go. I'm not usually rude to my NPCs when I talk to them, but just for the effort of hurrying things along.
She is the only trader here.
So the voice acting overall, I would say amateur, but good amateur. A bit of effort's gone into it. So can we do this yet? Here we are, yes. You can bite and sire to build your army. Try biting the bum. The bum in front of me, not bums in general. So I will definitely do that. Now this system interested me. I'm not quite sure what kind of impact it will have as the full game goes on. But obviously I drunk there and I got 25 units of blood and I also sired Walter. So if I open my skill menu and go to my sire tree, I now have Bum Walter, who has blood wine in his inventory and lockpicks. So I think I will just... Can I nab those? I think I can. Sire tree, it's pick up the blood wine, open my inventory, put it in. There's possibly a quicker way of doing this, but at least I know this works. And we'll take your lockpicks as well. We'll nab that, or lockpick, I think it's only the one. And we'll go back to the sire tree, and you can actually issue orders when he's not unconscious on the floor. I assume they can gain levels as the game goes on as well. So he can find loot, he can come to me, he can attack and protect, and he can look for new bloodlines. So I assume that will expand the tree down his tree there rather than my own. Or he can just wait for new orders. So I will send him to find loot. I'm not sure when he'll get up because he's sleeping one off right now. So I think we can use that. Oh, this is trapped. I guess the loot is randomized because on my other character this was locked rather than trapped. And that'll be us failing to open it. So what did we get here? We got a cleaver and a snake eye. That's interesting. But we can't use the cleaver because we need a minimum of 12 strength. That's unfortunate. But I suppose we're playing as the mage, so maybe not as unfortunate as I thought. Okay, let's try and open this door. This will probably fail. I stand corrected. Aha. Now that is a level 1 ghoul. Extra damage, 10% chance of a critical hit. I shall lock on with tab and I shall try and firecraft him. Oh! I had a much harder time with combat when I was on my warrior. I got an axe. It's typical that I'm playing as the mage character and I'm getting tons of melee weapon drops because I think the main reason I was suffering on my warrior is I didn't find any weapon upgrades until I got to the shop, which is a bit later on. Beware, do not go into magnified moonlight, otherwise you burn to a crisp pretty much. Now this brings in another aspect of the puzzle solving. Oops, didn't mean to leap back there. If you use your, well, it's Vampire's Gaze, not Scryer's, you fly around the scenery to find switches to hit that you otherwise wouldn't be able to access. So now if we go back around here, the moonlight's gone and we can not raid this chest because I don't have any lockpicks now. But it will remain there, and once you get to the shop you can buy some. You probably want to buy a lot, in fact. So I will talk to one more character to give you an idea of the questing system, and then show a bit of combat, and then I will leave it there probably, to let you try things for yourself. Because that's the point of these Let's Look Ats. I don't really want to, it's not a playthrough or a Let's Play, it's showing you something, and if you like it, go check it out.
Hey look, Sleeping Beauty is finally awake. That was your nap.
Do you know me?
No, not really. But I did see you sleeping earlier when I took a peek inside your coffin. And sorry,
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with someone who's looked inside my coffin.
Usually what you find inside dead vampire coffins. Didn't find any, but I did notice a few items next to your coffin. I didn't touch them though, but I was curious who left that weapon and flashlight.
That was my mummy.
Oh man, you must have been asleep a long time. Blood fragments are very, very valuable. Just be glad you didn't have one for me to steal, huh?
Yeah!
Me and a few other guys have been hired as excavators to find all the fragments in these ruins.
Yeah, why are you just standing there?
Oh, I'm just waiting for those wolves to go away. One of them tore up my leg pretty bad. Man, once they lock on, they just don't let up. I even lost a full bag of blood jewels while trying to escape those creatures. Which reminds me, if you happen to find a bag of jewels, how about bringing it back here, huh?
Now when I was playing as my other character, I did bring it back, but I'm curious if you can just kind of pocket it for yourself and sell it for more money. So let's try and persuade. I think I only put 1 point into my charisma, so let's see. Yes,
Sure,
it worked.
Take it. It's probably attracting those wolves closer to me anyway. Yeah, also, if you need any lockpicks or keys, you might want to find Sarah. She set up a temporary trade shop to provide supplies for the excavators in the area.
Okay, so he gave us blood wine, which I think is just a general... It fills up your thirst, yep. Okay. So I want to try my summon spider ability that I bought, and if we go around here, there should be a wolf, I think. Yep, there he is. Wolf level 1, he's not seen me yet. Eat spiders. That's one whole spider. Okay, yes, my melee attack is not very strong, but that's the whole point, I guess. The firebolt, on the other hand, is. So he melted. So, and my weapon got damaged from doing that as well, I just noticed in the log on the left there. Let's fail to disarm yet another trap. Yep. I wonder if... it doesn't seem to do any damage. Oh no, it does, a very small amount. But I'm curious if it damages the content as well. Oh, what do we have here? A herb, that must be for alchemy. A hat, which is fine. Black mist. Drink to gain health and life force. That's not too bad. I wonder if it means a permanent increase. Anyway, we'll just put our hat on and... we are looking very dapper now. It may be a bit hard to see in the light. The game is pretty dark and I've boosted up the brightness, but I'm sure it'll probably still look a bit dank in the video. Oh, so we saw something pop around the corner there. A spider hissed. Is that my spider? I'm curious if I can summon more than one. I can! Oh, so here he comes. What is he? A level 1 zombie. And he just got blown away. I'm finding this far easier on this character. So if we take a look at our map here, which you press M for, surprisingly, find his bag. Let's do that and then I'll finish up there. What do we have here? Pants! I'm not wearing any pants? My shame. Now where's the pants slot? There it is. So now we actually have some defense going, even though they're not exactly high defense. So I already know because I've been here. Yeah, it's about to tell me to use Vampire's Gaze to fire under here, ignore the leech, and aim for the big scary face. Which has opened a secret beside me there. So we will just go around here. Nothing, no enemies. We have yet another hat. I think it's identical to the one I just picked. And +2 charisma ring, so that would be helpful for any other persuasion options we get. If nothing else. I think charisma did affect something else, but I can't remember offhand now. So we want to go up there, so we'll just do a super vampire leap, I guess. Does it not let me do the leap? Spider hisses. I am pressing E, but it doesn't seem to want to let me do the leap. That's odd, because on my warrior I could, unless I don't have that skill. talent perhaps? Oh yeah, that's another thing that's in the game. You get talent points and skill points and stat points. So there's quite a bit of customization. But I'm not sure why my super leap isn't working. I did notice that for some reason also my character seems to have trouble strafing to the right. So maybe it's a little glitch because I didn't have any of these problems on my other character. But anyway. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be working for whatever reason. But it is an early demo. Oh, the zombie came back. So please do keep that in mind. It is in development. And it isn't a massive budget game. I think it's just one person or maybe just a small group of people. We have another zombie here. Okay, let's go after that. Oh, that might be a trap. What did he drop? Press E to take all. I've got an old necklace. Okay, what was that? That's just for selling by the looks. I got another charisma ring though, so I am the most charismatic, recently awakened fledgling vampire with a dapper hat that you have ever seen. So since I can't quite finish that quest, I wanted to show off the skill that you get when you do the quest. Assuming it's the same every time. It lets you illuminate the area to show secrets. For example, like, ooh, that is a shadow spawn or something. He is very shiny. And I missed. No! Luckily he seems to be stuck. Shadow spawn. Seems to be stuck on the wall. Burn him! There we go. Ah, I got a level, so that's a good point to end. And take a fragment. So there's 5 fragments hidden in... I'm not sure if it's this area or just the demo as a whole.
Can you hear me? Don't be alarmed.
I'm not alarmed by a talking crow.
Telepathy is another of the fledgling skills. The blood fragments are from the hardened hearts of fallen vampires.
There we go. So now, if we just show off our skill trees. Do I have a talent point yet? No, you must have to get to a slightly higher level before you start getting those. So, let's go to skills. Spiritcraft. Mist Morph. The art of shapeshifting. Oh right, yeah, I couldn't do this on my warrior, but there's bars you can get to sometimes, and then if you have this skill, you can just phase through them. So let's just get that to try it, and we obviously have some skill points to spend, but again, since I'm ending in a second, that doesn't really matter where I put them. We'll quickly try the mist skill. Well, yep, I am definitely mist, and it lasts 15 seconds. Okay, so there we go. That was a look at BloodLust Shadowhunter. As I say, the demo is available. I played through all of it and I enjoyed it. I was challenged by some of the puzzles. I didn't get bored. It's interesting. I'm certainly going to keep an eye on it. So if you're interested, check out the links in the box below, and thank you for watching this video.